And this was a really pretty view, but this was like the worst place to set up. I didn't know there was another campsite somewhere further down, because there's no official ones. It was just cold, it was windy, it was miserable. My feet froze, and then I curled up in a ball, except you can't do that in a hammock, so that messed up the underquilt. And then all of me was cold. Was it fun? It's 8 o'clock and I am ready to go. The gap is 1.7 miles away, but I won't be picked up until 11, so I'll probably just be chilling down there and trying to eat as much food as I can, because I still have a decent amount left. So I can get a new resupply, figure out what food I want to buy, all that fun stuff. Ground, frozen, leaves, frozen, feet, frozen. Look at these ice dudes. I don't remember why they do this. This is super cool. Oh. It's like the ground freezes and they push out of the ground. Some more of these ice guys. If I have signal down at the gap, I'll try to look up why this is happening. I think it's just because there's a lot of moisture in the ground, and then it freezes and it gets pushed up. Because Jay Wanders Out saw a bunch of these, because he started in February. There was someone in a tent back there, so I didn't say anything, but that cross-leg was scary. It's already cold out. I do not want my feet to be wet, especially since it's 9-ish and I still have about 2 hours before I'll get picked up. I do have one more pair of dry socks, but I'd just rather not deal with it at all. These ice things are just so cool. They're all over the place. There's not really a lot down here. There's a lot up there. Thought it'd take me a little longer to get to the gap than it did, but I'm here now. They have these signposts. There's probably a horrible glare on this. I'll get pictures of this and post it on my Instagram because they're interesting. There's a little campsite back here, so I'm going to hang back from the road for a while, and when it gets closer to the time I'm supposed to be picked up, I will go down because it's just right there.
That's how you mess around shifting your sleep.
According to their hours on the website, the Gem Museum is only open for 4 hours on Saturdays, which seems weird, but okay. Guess this is an old jail. Neat. Franklin has a lot of history. I'm not going to read this, but feel free to pause it. This basically talks about a battle between the Cherokee and and the British, in which the Cherokee were originally successful, but then unfortunately the next year they were defeated. Here's the maps. This is back at the main square. There's a big sign, Thru Hickerson sign. Outdoor 76 is over there. There's a bell tower. This sign talks about the Bartram Trail, which goes through North Carolina, and I think meets up with the AT for a little bit. Yeah, Wyebald and Cheowabald. They're not very pretty right now because it's not blooming, but this is going to be a really nice area later. The Franklin Gardening Club did a really great job. This is going to look awesome when everything is blooming. They even have some of the plants labeled. This is the courthouse. It has these things. Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. And the Bill of Rights right out front. That is Lazy Hiker Brewing Co. That's where the hikers hang out. Seems to be on the outskirts of town. So, historical museum. That is closed today. That could be a fun place to go. A bunch of these plaques all over the place. These are my spoils from the Outdoor 76. I have a mushroom risotto, these green belly meal to go, Backpackers 3 Amigo, 3 bean chili, and then you get a free buff when you go in, so I have another one. I also switched shoes. This is the North Face Vective. Basically, I was having a couple issues where the arch of one of my feet was like rubbing against this part. It doesn't do it as much in this, but it might just be that it's new still. And then I had the Achilles pain. This is not a 0 drop boot. I think it's a 6mm drop. So I'm gonna see how well these work. The other shoes are kind of destroyed. I don't know if I can return them to REI, but we'll see. And I just got a bunch of stuff from the Ingles, which was kind of disappointing. It wasn't very good. I went to the Dollar General and I bought these nail clippers. They have the undernail scraper on them. And yeah, Franklin's a cool little town. I definitely recommend zeroing here if you can. There's so much to do. If you don't come on a Wednesday, then there might be more museums open.